Professora Monika, TACFIT now, TACFIT Level 2, Senior Instructor. Started during the pandemic, right?
Yes. Just
doing the classes.
Before, just before, and then during the pandemic, all the way. Three times a day.
3 times a day. Then you did the TACFIT cert online.
Yes.
Then the FlowFit cert.
Then the FlowFit, then the club belt. And now level 2.
Level 2.
Last weekend, yeah.
Wow. Did you ever think, and now, tell me about, like, seems like that you live it.
I love it, yeah. I never thought of it, no. It first was Jiu-Jitsu, right?
Right.
So I still love Jiu-Jitsu. But then I just wanted something like addition to Jiu-Jitsu. So I started just before pandemic with Rob. Maybe I took like a couple of classes. And then when we were home, there is Ricky, you can roll, but it's still not the same. You need Jiu-Jitsu community. You need, for the rolls, you need people.
Yeah.
So we did drills and stuff, and then, just straight into TACFIT, all the classes.
What did you start to appreciate once you started doing TACFIT?
I really love the community, the TACFIT community, and then also it has the system is it's just brilliant. It's good for your mind, it's good for your body, it's making you stronger, healthier. That's what you need.
What were some of the things you noticed in Jiu-Jitsu once you started to apply it? No, it's all the things you just started to notice, right?
There's a lot of things. It's the strength, for sure. I'm stronger. And then some people laugh at me, how I grip. I grip like I'm holding the club belts. Yeah. Elbows in, right? Always elbows by the ribs. Stuff like this.
Yeah, because you learn
things,
right. You learn the structure, and then all of a sudden, what about your breath and over breathing and being more aware of?
That's exactly.
Your stamina.
I used to freak out getting into bad positions, and then now I just okay, Monika, just breathe. You have the space to breathe, so just focus on that, and then it calms you. It calms you down, for sure.
What did you love about the club bell?
The club bell certificate, or
just the club bell?
No, because it's something different. I have never worked out with club bell before. So
did you worked with barbells?
Yeah,
and
dumbbells, kettlebells, those but never club bell. So even when you hold the club bell, it's so different because the weight is not equal, right? So it's just you just have to learn how to control it and how to work with it. But once you have it, it's just so good. And then you can make those nice. You can have simple moves or complex moves, and it's just so nice. I love it.
How was it training for your level 2?
It was good. It was long. So
when did you decide, or what was the process like?
So the funny thing is, I never decided to do the level 2. It was Ricky. So he thought it's a good idea to buy me all the certifications for as a Christmas present. So he did get me the FlowFit, the
because there's a deal, right? That happened.
Yes, and the level 2 all together. So he's so I think he just wants me to work out. So that was clever. That was a clever move. And then.
Kevin laughing.
So I decided. Well, I wanted to maybe a year and a year.
He just wanted you to work out, but you're working out already during. You and Andrea and.
But he's pushing me. Yeah,
okay,
he's always he wants me to do. It's TACFIT is your thing. You go for it. You love it. You know that you love it. So maybe a year. And there was another certification when I was maybe I do it, but I wasn't ready. So, and then I started training for it, the protocols, and then.
The one in Barcelona you're talking about?
Yeah. I thought maybe, and then I wasn't ready. You see, I didn't even try, and didn't even try it because I was I knew back then that I was nah, I'm not ready.
When Ricky did his level one in Barcelona.
Yes.
With Nestor and Pedro.
Yes.
You were because Alexandre did tried his level 2, right? Do you think? But did you think? Thinking back now, do you think you should have done it?
No.
To learn
Not
or
at
to
all,
try?
because you see, that's my thing. like with I'm competitive. So if I want to do something, I want to do it right. So if I know that I'm not ready, I'm not gonna go.
Even try.
Yes, exactly. It's no. It's like Rob used to say, "Don't try, just do it." So when you're ready, you know that you can do it. Yeah. I was very nervous. Like last week, I woke up. It's like, okay, just breathe. It's gonna be fine. You did it. You trained for it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna get. I had to like talk to myself in the morning. But I was like, okay, this is the day.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think, everybody's different, right? Everybody's different. So, like Elena, she did it a couple times before she passed, you know. Even Nicola, the goat, you know, of all this stuff.
Yeah. But I think you have to have
performance.
you have to have a little tactic, right? Because I had to lose weight, so I was cutting weight, so I don't have to go up with the weight.
Right.
Because even like 1 or 2 kilos.
What's the weight category?
So it was 110 and under. So I had to cut because I'm around like 113. So I had to cut like 4 pounds down, which was horrible because I don't like cutting and I don't see the point in it. But I was like, I don't want to lift, you know. I don't want to press the higher way. But now that's my goal actually, the 20 kilos.
So you cut the weight so you could do the certain weights.
Yes.
And then then the day showed up, right? You had a lot going on though too.
Yeah.
If you don't mind sharing.
All week.
You went to.
It was amazing. So I'm telling everybody I was so high last week with all the master coaches here. So because it's like so much knowledge, right, from everywhere. So they're so cool. They were teaching classes and it's just different. Everybody teaches different. Everybody gives you something different. So it was really amazing. So I was like all week like this. And then when they left on Tuesday, I was like crushed. And then I was like, okay, we're now back to reality. And then now it's, you know.
But bringing everybody together was really nice too, right? It was something
that was
else.
the first time ever they all came together, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it was really nice. And everybody's different personality as well. Some of them are so funny. Some of them are like strict, you know.
But then also funny.
Also funny. And then seeing Scott Sonnen, that was cool, you know. It was very nice.
Yeah.
It gives you a little like nudge too.
Yeah,
to be better.
You feel, the quality, right, of these guys. They have Ivy League PhDs and, you know, Masters of Sports. I mean, crazy movers, crazy experience, right? Years and years and years of teaching this and just high level people.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody gives you something, you know, they might be little things, but very important things. Like even posture or, you know, just how you hold it, like the grips.
What were some takeaways you got from Nicola?
We call him the Italian panther. He moves like out of this earth. It's crazy. Like no one moves like him. He's amazing. If he's probably doing the flow,
Flow Fit certification. He's going to in May next year, USA, Burbank,
Then I'm going to recertify for sure, and there will be some people who will come because they really loved him.
Well, it's different on Zoom.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that too. But keep going.
So he's just from another world. He's amazing. He's amazing.
Yeah.
And even that he doesn't speak that much English, with his body, how he moves, it's like
body language.
Everybody just knew what to do. He didn't have to say much. So it was cool.
What else about Nicola?
What else?
Takeaways.
I don't know. Well, he taught good classes. The flow was really good, and the amazing thing is, he makes up his flow right on the spot. So it's so in his head, and then it's just like so smooth, you know, the whole thing. And it just makes you move. It just makes you move in a different way.
Just by his example.
Yeah.
How about Pedro?
Oh, Pedro. I love Pedro. He's very cool. He's, again, like, he's mountain climber, and like his technique is perfecto. Yeah.
Pedro Hidalgo.
Yes. He's super nice, and he's super nice. They're all super nice. Nestor is very nice, you know.
Was it takeaway from Nestor?
From Nestor, he's the same. The technique, you know, he always there are the little things that he always like. Okay, not like this, but do it that way. You know, make it. You know, now you're gonna be level 2. Then you have to be like precise. You have to be the role models. You know, he's a pusher too.
Yeah. What about Jan?
Yeah, he's very European. I didn't find him. He's very strict, right? He's strict. He likes like, yes, this is what I say. This is what you're gonna do. No talking, no laughing. But then he's funny on the other side too.
I got so many compliments from his class, his super class that he did.
Yeah. They're all good teachers.
Yeah.
You know? All good teachers.
Yeah.
You have those little funny jokes, but he's like, yes. This is how we do it. I'm young from Germany.
The karate
That's
master.
enough.
Yeah,
Yes.
since communist days he's been teaching.
Yeah. That's how Europe is, be very like, you know.
How about Juan David?
Juan David.
The PhD, the Ivy League PhD.
He's super smart.
Almost double PhD.
I think he's the one, not that I'm scared of, but he's always looking at you, right? And then when he's recording, you know that you are in
Kevin
trouble.
Kevin doesn't know. But he's serious.
He's very serious, but then again, very helpful, right?
Yeah.
So he tells you right away, it's like, okay, you can do this. It's so much better for you. It saves you time. And it's just better for your body. So again, like little things, you know, posture, but again, very, very, very smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very smart. I would be probably in touch with him for sure for some, you know, adjustments and stuff.
Did you listen to the live?
Not yet. Not yet.
All the master trainers together. Nice. And then Bernardo.
Bernardo, he's super smart too. It was so funny when he was explaining all the stuff, and he didn't even see Scott sitting on the floor. He's good. I missed his class, but I heard it was super nice.
Yeah.
I left.
You saw him teaching and explaining things during the cert.
He's brilliant. And he was the one who was. So Nicola was with me for the Echo for the 90-30, and then Bernardo was with me for the Foxtrot. And he was like right there, like, okay, breathe. He was such a good coach. I think that's why it went. And then of course you. Let's go.
Finish first. I was like, sorry. No, but you wanted to also.
Because I wanted to, yeah. So it was a good push. Yeah,
you were in control. You had perfect technique on all that.
I tried.
Really, really great technique.
I tried a really,
when the clock works, you did like two sets, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, because he was like, I think I just like switched off because I had to. I was like, I switched off. I don't need to worry about anything else. Just the clock works. He was counting. He was doing everything for me. So I was just like, okay, I'm going to switch off and just do my thing.
Breath, structure.
Yeah.
The right movement.
Yeah. And then I was thinking of Nestor too, because what did I do? I'm not sure if it was the swipes or the clockwork. And then he was like, you have to like push, and when you're coming back, don't clean it, but make sure you have that swing there. So I was like focusing on that one. So yeah, all these things, you know.
Details.
Yeah.
Robert Miller, right?
Robert's our sweetheart, Coach. Robert.
Yeah.
He was so happy.
Mentor,
and everybody was so happy to see him. It was so cool. He had the big class on Saturday, and then also when he was explaining the qual test, it was just you just see that it's coming from his heart.
Yeah,
he's so good.
Yeah, awesome.
Hopefully, people in Missouri or wherever he's, realize.
Yeah. I mean,
they have an
gold mine, treasure, huge treasure there.
Yep, for sure. And then also it was nice because Barbara from Brazil was here. So, it was also like a little push, and then two girls together.
First time that there were two females getting their level 2, TACFIT level 2 ever.
That's so good. And it was so nice. Like
and you guys are the only ones who passed too.
Yeah.
That day.
Yeah. Well, thank God. I still have to work on the more on the technique. We were just talking with Thomas too that we should still do the qual test maybe like once a month, just because he was saying the same thing. Yeah, we trained and now what, So just to keep up that. Well, I'm motivated anyway. Like I like working out. So, but just a little step extra. Yeah. And now we have to get Andrea certified to level 2. And then maybe, Ricky would love to do it too.
Next year.
Yeah.
What about Scott Sonnen?
That was the first time meeting him. He's very...
Because you've been reading his books and all his content and watching his content.
And it's just nice it's different. It's always different in person, right? So when you see him and his voice and again, he's another level too. He's amazing.
Yeah. They had like some takeaways, like I was thinking like takeaways, like what are the things, like some big takeaways, when I do things, One of the things was that he said, my just the weekend spending the time with him was like not everybody wants to belong to something.
Yeah.
But everybody wants to belong.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to belong to something.
But everybody wants
to belong.
Well, he's a philosopher.
Because like it's just that feeling, right? You want to belong.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. It's
Kevin laughing, but it's.
Yeah, but it's true.
It's true,
It's true. Yeah.
Whether it be jiu-jitsu, but you want to belong and be a part. Everybody wants to be a part of something.
Something, yeah.
Even though he's not saying you're not something, but it's the feeling.
Yeah.
It's the feeling, right?
And it's the stuff that people. That's what we do. So we have a class. Yeah, we have a TACFIT class, and then we always stay and talk after the classes. So like today with Ellie and Danny. I stayed and then we talked a little bit and they're like, they so appreciate the community, and it's like, oh, it's so nice, we finally found that what we kind of like where we were looking for. We have the exercise, we have the people who support us. So that's what it is about. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. And then even Vicky was telling me, it's like, I don't want to say anything, but since I started the TACFIT, my shoulder doesn't hurt anymore.
Who was saying that?
Like Vicky.
Yeah.
She's certified too.
Yeah, she got certified.
Yes.
How many people did we get certified?
5, I want to say. Myra, Vicky, and Jeanette.
Wow.
So cool.
She's so busy. Yeah.
Thomas. And who else?
Quan.
That's right. 5. Yes. And now she's doing her level 2 the stretching therapy. Yeah. She finished her cert, and then she got to drive to Arizona.
When I was you're our head coach, our TACFIT head coach, I didn't say that right, but yeah, here in LA, the TACFIT LA. So yeah, I'm really proud of just how it all came about, like just organic, right? From doing the classes online, Zoom. Because like when everything got shut down, we're like, okay, what do we do? Let's do Zoom. We switched to Zoom, Facebook even, right?
Right away,
And then we couldn't do jiu-jitsu, but we could do TACFIT.
TACFIT, yeah.
And then people like, oh, this is good. Yeah. And then I got better body awareness, like my technique got better.
Yeah.
And then this is like a culmination of like those things, that time, right?
Yeah. That's why Kevin should come back to classes too. He's got more body awareness too. So yeah, all the jiu-jitsu people should come. Sometimes I don't understand, like they have the opportunity here. It's right next door.
Yeah.
and then they just, pass TACFIT, but they should come and work out.
Mm-hmm. You had this last month, the month before your cert, you went to Slovakia, you went home to see your dad.
Yeah, that was sad because I'm gonna cry. Yeah, he passed away. So I went the end of August. I went to see him, and then I came back, and he passed away in September. So that messed, that messes up your mind a little bit. But then I just talk. I just talk to him, and I talk to myself, and in some way it makes you stronger too. That's life, right?
Yeah, you got to go back in June, right? You got to spend time together.
Yeah, that was the happy time to go back because that was my niece's wedding. And then right after my sister called, and then I was like, sometimes in your head you don't want to get it right. But then Ricky was like, okay, I bought you the flight ticket, you just go. So my sister called me, I think on Friday, and then I left on Sunday or Monday morning, something like that. I think I taught a class on Monday morning, and then I left to the airport. And I think that was a good move because, then I still got to spend a little time with him. Yeah. And then he was gone.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah. It's life, right?
Yeah, it is. It is life.
Yeah.
And then also, I have to say, all these people in the gym, they just helped me so much. So when I got the news right that day, I just I can't come to the gym because what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna cry. I cannot teach. I cannot talk to anybody. Like I didn't even answer the phone because I just couldn't keep it. And then the next day I was like, okay, I'm still not ready. But then in the afternoon, I was like, I have to go. I have to go to my people because it's going to only help me because I was just like crashing down. I cannot stay home and just sit here and stare. I'm not going to change anything with it. So and everybody was so supportive. They gave me so much love, and I appreciate them so much.
Wow. Yeah. What a year for you.
Yeah.
Huh? Big year of
2023 should have been
changes.
The year. Yeah, there were big changes, good changes, bad changes, but
changes, yeah.
Yeah, changes.
It's life, right? Too.
It is. It always takes you somewhere where you kind of need to be, right? Where you don't need to be somewhere there. You're not there anymore.
What kept you in Los Angeles? Because you guys moved from.
Oh yes, so
you originally, if you don't mind, talking about your background, where you're from.
Yes, so I'm from Slovakia, right? From the town called Moldova, which is very close to Košice on the eastern part of Slovakia. And so when I was 18. I was an au pair in London. Then I went back and I studied my philosophy and English, right, in Slovakia.
You got a philosophy degree?
Yeah, master's degree.
Master's degree.
And I don't even have a favorite philosopher. And then, I met Ricky. So we are together for a very long time. And then, so we started, so I finished my school. And then it started like in England. So I went back to England, right? After my university, I went back to England and I worked in a Montessori school. And then from there, it was, so when I was teaching, there was like a lot of paperwork. And I was telling us, like, it's more paperwork than the teaching kids. So then I switched to nannying. And that's how I met the first family who we worked for. So Ricky was a personal, well, actually, they were not the first family. They were maybe the second one. Yeah, second one. So, and that's how we started, because they worked in the film industry. He was a personal trainer, so he trained the husband, well, and the wife too. And then I looked after the children, and they were always on the move. So they were filming in Canada. So we went to Canada, then we went back to London, then we went back to Canada, to Vancouver, and from there they decided to move here. So we moved with them.
From Vancouver?
From Vancouver, yes. And so Ricky started Jiu-Jitsu. And he used to go to classes like every day. And I was like, why do you have to go to Jiu-Jitsu every day? It's like, oh, because it's like, you don't understand, you have to be there. And then when I started doing Jiu-Jitsu in LA, that's when I understand, like, I know why you have to be there. Once you love it, right? So you just keep on going. So when we stopped working for the family, so you're asking me why we stayed in LA, Jiu-Jitsu, what made us stay, we were like, okay, let's just stay, let's train. And when we black belts, maybe we can, we black belts and we're still here. We're not going anywhere. But that was the reason we stayed.
But Jiu-Jitsu, the community?
Yeah, the community, like Andrea, Felix, Professor Mark, that was our base. And then when Professor moved down to West Adams, and when we came here, that became our other community here. There are some great people.
Yeah. And then you were also in your graduating class. There's 4 black belts.
Yes, we call Vicky.
4 black belts was the first time. I mean, I don't think that's too common. Maybe that's the first time I've ever seen.
Yeah.
4 black belts in one day.
That was amazing, and Vicky called us the Fantastic Four. So that's our name.
There we go.
Now.
Yeah, that's it.
And we made it to La Crescenta on the window.
Oh, yeah. Get your billboard.
Ricky was just showing me, like, look, you're on the window. I was like, okay. So that's cool. I was like, now we have to go and roll there too. So it's amazing.
We'll set that grand opening date for us to go.
Anjanette, Erica, Andrea, they are amazing. They little killers, all of them.
And you run the women's only class Saturday morning.
Yes. Anjanette comes and helps. Andrea comes and helps. Erica comes and helps too. So it's nice to have, it's nice to have the helping hand for sure. And it's a big class. Sometimes it's over 20
And a really good
women.
class. Yeah.
So I'm for Serene. She should come every Saturday.
Yeah, she should have last Saturday, because we were busy with the TACFIT cert.
And she's competing this weekend, right?
She's competing this weekend. Yeah.
So I'll try.
But she's been coming. She's been coming.
It's nice. I always say it's so nice for the girls to come, because it's different. There are some girls that come to the classes, but again, like the mixed classes, but the women's class is different. It's different to row girls with girls, because they move differently. So you can maybe row with the strongest or the biggest guy, but you're not going to get the same roll as when you row with the girls.
Why?
They just move different. Sometimes you can control the boys in a way that you cannot control the girls.
What part?
It's like, for example, side control, right? I can maybe control the boys more. Sometimes when they're bigger, it's easier to hold them down, but the girls can get out in the smallest little, if you give them a little bit of space, they're out. So and they keep on moving. They keep on moving.
And what suggestions do you have for like a woman starting out in jiu-jitsu?
Oh, I just always say, don't be afraid and just come and just keep on coming. If you love it and you keep on coming, you just get better and better.
What mindset or what things should the person think about coming in? What kind of attitude should they have?
Well, they shouldn't, I don't know, like really, they should just clear your head. They don't even have to think about it. Just do it. Yeah. You don't have to be like, don't think about anything, because if you think a lot, then you're not going to ever do it. And then it's like, okay, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Just do it. And once you, like I always say, once you love it and you know that you love it, then you're going to be there. And then and the other thing is, don't ever compare yourself to anybody else. And the same with you see, this is what TACFIT is teaching you, right? You always look at yourself. Even if when you are in class with 30 people, you look at yourself, your breathing, your technique. If I don't look at Thomas when he's doing his progressions and I'm doing my regressions, right? But it's same with jiu-jitsu. So maybe I will be progressing slower than other people, but it's my journey. So enjoy the journey. And don't worry about the bells. Don't worry about these things.
Just show up.
Just show up and do what you need to do. Yeah, learn. And especially at the beginning, you are like a sponge, right? You get everything in, and then you kind of like pick and choose what works for you.
Why should a woman train jiu-jitsu? Why should they do it?
It really gave me confidence. And it makes you a little bit stronger too. It's not the confidence that you are like cocky kind of confidence, but I think the vibe that you are giving out to the world is that you can protect yourself. It's not that we are, nothing can happen to me because I'm doing jiu-jitsu. It's not that, but it's. I always say we would probably give hard time to if you get attacked or whatever, it's that kind of instinct that gives you, it's like a survival,
Yeah, intuition, right?
Yeah.
You don't panic also, even if it's not the technique, but you're in bad positions in jiu-jitsu, instead of panicking and freezing, you're able to breathe, stay calm.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be perfect technique when I'm doing it. Probably gonna do lots of, but it's still there.
Why jiu-jitsu? Why should a woman do jiu-jitsu compared to other martial arts?
I think it's the best one of them all. I'm not saying don't do. I think it's nice to have like a stand-up game too. But when I think of fight, I have never been in a fight. Hopefully, I'm never ever going to be. But I think it never stays standing. It always goes to the ground. So then you just like know what to do, right?
Yeah, like we have the striking and Andrea, with her background in boxing and then Muay Thai.
Oh, she's so amazing. She's such a killer.
Yeah.
She's such a killer. She's so good. I'm like, when I look at her and I have to roll with her, I was like, this is gonna be a tough one. But we always been like this. So we always rolled really, really hard. And then sometimes people look at us like, why do you do this to each other? You don't love each other? So, yes, we do. That's why. Because it's, she said, like, wherever you go, the girls are not going to roll with you light. They are going to give their best. So that's what you should do. And that's what you should train for. So, and she also started competing, right? So she has that competition mind now. She is amazing.
What does the TACFIT community, we spent this last week together, people from all over the country, all over the world, right? What is it, what does it mean to you?
Yeah. Well, I love my guys here, who come to classes and then do the workouts day to day. Like even the master coach is like, oh, you have people coming every day. I'm like, yeah, there are people who do it 6 days a week, But it means a lot that they were here. Like it was really, that's why I'm telling everybody, I was like on drugs. I was like so high when they were here. So it was really, really nice. I wish it could be more often too.
What does it mean to you though, the community, like the people?
It's like family, right? I don't really have family here in LA, so the only person is Ricky. These are the closest people to me. Yeah.
How do you compare the connection with jiu-jitsu compared to the connection with TACFIT?
Do you mean the people-wise?
People-wise, yeah. Like jiu-jitsu, you create a bond.
Yeah.
And then I always compared, TACFIT. It's like a martial art, in a way.
But it is. It's the same thing. It's like, okay, they're very competitive, right? Because you have to talk to them. That's what I said. Like, don't look at anybody else. That's your thing. It's nobody else's. But then jiu-jitsu, it's always two people. You have to, right? When you're rolling. But yeah, TACFIT is competitive, but it can be competitive to yourself, and then jiu-jitsu with the other people.
What's your goal with TACFIT?
Ooh, well, keep on doing it as long as I can, as long as I can, and just getting better and better at it.
Yeah. Stay your best at every age, and it's a lifestyle, right? That's how I look at it. It's a lifestyle more than like a workout. It's a lifestyle, and it's a thing that makes you be your best, right?
Also, what I would we were just talking about it today, that all the TACFIT people are a little bit like more mature. The jiu-jitsu, you have all the ages there, right? You have youngsters. I wish the youngsters would understand that if they do it now, it's just gonna help them. It's just gonna benefit them. So
it's performance training. Because the 7 key components, the breathing, the quality of the movement, that's technique, right? And if you can clean your technique with yourself, you can. Your technique on the mat is going to be better.
And it's recovery too, right?
Right.
That's what you need.
We're kind of talking about it. I was going to ask you, why should somebody do TACFIT?
So that's why it makes you move better. It's recovery based, right? Since I have been doing TACFIT, I didn't really get hurt, like not even in jiu-jitsu. Sometimes you've got those like freaky little accidents, right? When you do it and then you don't tap on time, or that's, but it really keeps my body like stronger and aligned. So it just works better.
Yeah, you're not as sore. You feel better throughout the day.
Yeah. I used to get out of bed like this, and now it's just easier. And if I don't feel like, okay, I'm not going to do too hard today, but I still move my body.
Yeah.
And it's just the connection, the brain, the everything. It's just, you really have to focus.
Why should you said a little bit about it, but why should somebody doing jiu-jitsu, why should they do TACFIT?
Well, they should do TACFIT. It's very good on the joints, right? You get stronger, you get the grips work more. You actually learn how to grip better.
Intelligent grip, right? You understand how to grip, what the different gripping is.
Yeah, sometimes I grip and then they just they can't get rid of it, right? And I'm little. It's not like and you just learn how to do it.
You have technique on how to grip.
Yeah. And it's just a little thing, but there are other things that even the moves that we do, like for example, the sit-throughs, that's all in there. It's all connected.
Yeah.
Actually, Vicky was asking me if we can do some little videos, because there are some moves in TACFIT that are good for judo. I was like, yeah, let's do it. It's just a little drill to make their technique better.
That's it. Nice. One of the things, right, is because TACFIT has so many things, so many layers. It's you can say it's so complex, but how do you explain something so complex with all these different layers? How do you explain it simply? Like, what is TACFIT?
That's what we always like think about, because I always come do TACFIT. Yeah, what is TACFIT? And I'm like, because if you think about it, okay, some moves are the same, but then still it's just the way it is done is just different to anything else. So focus on the breathing, right? The protocols are different, and then as the exercises are put together in a way, so it's just different.
What do you say when somebody asks you that?
I try to explain in my words. It always comes out differently, But I always say it's recovery based, and if it's always on you what you need that day.
On that day,
we have those exercises, we have the regressions, we have progressions, you know. But it's so funny. Some people it's like, hey, it's like so good to do this. But yeah, but if you don't know how to do the first one, then you won't be able to do the
harder one.
Yeah. And sometimes with the, even they have pain, but because it looks good, they want to do it. It's like, why? Why would you do that, right?
You get more body awareness, more awareness of self, right?
Yeah. You learn your muscles, what to use, how to, you know, with those little like rotations.
Men's Health magazine called TACFIT the world's smartest workout.
It is.
Why is it why is it so smart?
It is so smart, very smart. Well, I'm not gonna explain. People should come and should do the.
Just do it. Just do it. Monica's just do it. Like me, you know, just do it. Like, what would you say? Well, you got to say a couple of words since we got microphones in front of us and we can't do TACFIT this moment. Why is it smart? Why is TACFIT smart? Why is TACFIT the world's smartest workout?
The movement, the breath, the recovery basing. That's it.
And when you do it, that's where the magic happens.
Yeah, exactly.
Become better. You are.
Yeah. If you come and talk to the people in the class, they will tell you. They will tell you because they wouldn't be there. They wouldn't be there if it wouldn't help. You know?
That's it. Yeah. Once you start doing it, you just never stop, right?
Never stop. No.
What do you think about, you know, explaining TACFIT simply as, you know, teaches you to master yourself, like master yourself. What do you think about that? What TACFIT does?
Yeah, so that's what we say, right? You always have to look at yourself, what you need that day. So don't look at anybody else. Look at you, what you need. If you are tired, then you still come and you still move, right? I still have the days when, and also the regression doesn't mean that it's easier than the it's just like more precise movements, right? So you really have to focus on them. All these little things. So just do this, do it slow. And there are days when you want to push yourself, then you push yourself. So that's how you know what you need. That's what it teaches you.
What are some important concepts of TACFIT that really, like, you were like, man, this is important.
I think the breathing is really important. That's with all the movements, but again, you know, there is no like set rules like how you should breathe. There are some like helpful, you know, they will tell you like we did today, the cast, right? Like
you breathe in when it goes over your shoulder. No, there's certain, for sure, there's because it depends on the person and what they need.
Exactly. Right? So, you know, maybe you can breathe like slower. Maybe you need to push. So maybe you breathe, you know, a little bit faster. So it's really, again, up to you. And again, it teaches you, okay, this is what I
you definitely want to connect the breath with the movement.
With the movement, yes. Exactly.
Like when you made your steps, you're holding your breath to really get that neural connection to be able to lunge and to come up. You have to breathe. You have to sync your breathing with the movement.
And then, so what this helps you with, it's when you walk into that room, you know, and there is like a lot of things outside that you're dealing with. Try to like switch off and just like focus on what you need to focus on your technique and on your breathing, and that will help.
Nice. It's been, how long have you been training jiu-jitsu?
I want to say 9 years. 9 years.
9 years. Philosophy master degree. How is that? You know, there's that Renzo Gracie quote, right?
Yeah.
Like there's more knowledge of philosophy. I'm not sure if he uses that word on the mats than there are in any Ivy League school.
Yeah.
What do you think about that quote?
Yeah, because you meet a lot of people, right? A lot of different people with a lot of different things to say. So yeah.
Even when we're not saying it, right? We're just doing.
Yeah.
So how do you explain that?
Let's get into philosophy.
Yeah, right. Come on, we got a master's degree.
I wasn't good though. I don't even till this day. I don't know why I have chosen philosophy.
Why? Why did you?
I don't know. I thought it's like, okay, English I really want to do, and then that was like, this subject is maybe I'm just gonna, you know, just have it like
philosophy.
Like an additional.
John Danaher has a philosophy as well, right?
Yeah, yeah. So and I had some classmates. They were really like so into it, and then sometimes when you read, we had to read like so many books, and I was like, whew. Sometimes you read and then you like don't even understand what they mean. So you have to read once, you have to read twice. It was, but yeah, it's interesting. Sometimes sometimes I have these like little nudges when it's like, oh, maybe I should take this book and just like read it now that I'm 45 instead of being 20. It's different.
That's it for sure. Yeah.
So I do sometimes, but then like after 10 pages, like, okay. I just close it.
So why do we live?
Why do we live? You tell me.
Why? Well, depends.
We live to do jiu-jitsu and TACFIT.
There you go. Done. To show up.
To show up, exactly. That's what we live for. If I think about it, like we don't really do much else.
Like that, different people say different things, right? But it's like they say, like to survive, right? To survive, but procreate, whatever, survive, right? Which is part of that. But there's levels of survival, right? Where some people are thriving and some people are just getting by, right? Like in primal stress, Scott's primal stress, and so we want to be at the top, right? We want to be thriving.
Exactly.
Not be all, but everything's connected, right? So if we're stiff or we lack mobility, like
that's
in the body, it's going to affect our brain, our mind, and how we think. And so when we release tension in the body, we're able to.
That's what I always tell my mom. Just do those little moves. I do a lot of movements in the garden. That's enough for me. I was like, that's not.
The right movements, right?
Yeah.
The right movements. Like moving all of your joints, right? Scott says like you move all of your joints, right? Like the into flow stuff, whether it be open chain, closed chain, the into flow, and then basically get your heart rate up around 20 minutes a day, and then lift something heavy once or twice a week.
Yeah, exactly.
And everything's connected. Everything's disconnected. You stay sharp.
Yeah, and I bet if I would, if we put all the elders, like just in Slovakia, in like a little group, and just like ask them to show us what they can. They probably cannot even turn their head to the side anymore,
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, oh, they old, we are old, we don't have to do this, but you do have to do this.
That's how you get old, right? By not moving, by stopping to move.
Yeah, exactly.
When you go to the senior homes, like people can't turn their heads, like they like less and less movement, right?
Yeah.
So gotta move. When you don't move, when you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah. Oh, and I wonder also because Vicky was asking me about the TACFIT in Hungary. I think she put it on the chat too, right?
Right.
So if they still there or not, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm sure they're there. They're around. I'm not sure if they have that gym still.
Yeah.
Since the pandemic, things have shifted. That was pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, like, what's his name? Stoyan is he in Bulgaria? So I'm sure there's some people around there. He has a gym. I saw he has a gym.
Yeah. Yeah, he has some.
So he could probably ask him. Yeah. Probably reach out to him.
Yeah. That would be nice. Let's go and do a certification in Hungary.
Let's go. Let's do it.
That would be cool. And then finally I can show my beautiful country to everybody.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Czechoslovakia, like when I was a kid.
Yeah, exactly. We were born in Czechoslovakia. It was still Czechoslovakia, and then they separated. Yeah. It's still, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful country. It's a shame, like, whatever is going on, but,
there's always something, right? The people and the country.
But the nature is amazing. Like, we have mountains, lakes. It's very green.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, thank you for your example.
Thank you.
On the mat, Jiu-Jitsu, black belt, TACFIT, always leading by example, by doing. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
How you are, how you show up as a person too, always helping others be their best as well.
I'll try.
I appreciate that. And thank you for everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Congratulations on your TACFIT level 2. Sorry. I think it's the third person in the U.S. that's done that.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Yeah, female, right?
Elena was the first one?
She was the second one. The Fisher sisters, the Angela Fisher was the first back in the day. You know, I think the standards are a little bit different.
Yeah.
Elena did it with the Hunger Games, the movie Hunger Games.
Yes.
50 strict pull-ups. So whatever it was, 20.
She was
I mean, it was like, with that, those standards, level 2, but then it's not easy, right? Both you guys, and Barbara's, gymnast, like competitive gymnast, and she's a little girl, top weightlifter. She's like, it's beautiful, right? It's a perfect symphony in a way of like strength and
So you have the technique, right? Then they have the combat, and then the qual test, and it's just like by the qual test, I was like, ooh, that's it's hard. It's hard.
Did you have any moments during the qual test, the body weight thing, the body weight test at the end? Because there's like some ways like, were there any like thoughts in your head like, I'm gonna do this, or
it's
I don't know,
not even
think about anybody?
Yeah, I was just like telling Ricky, it's like suddenly I'm so scared of the qual test. I don't know why. It just like came up to me, and then when I was doing it, I got so thirsty, so I couldn't think about anything else but water. I just wanted to finish the qual test so I can have some water. I don't know why I got smile. I was like, it was so dry. But it was good, that you guys were sitting on one side and then Barbara was on the other side. So it gives you that strength. It gives you like, okay, it's just like that many, it's fine.
How does that work, having that strength, the people around you?
It gives you that power. I don't know. It's different to when you work out by yourself, right? It's not that you want to show off, because it's not the right word. It's just you want to really do well, and then it gives you that extra something. That's why I was like, I thought the qual test is not going to be so bad. I was afraid of the foxtrot before. And then the foxtrot, it went so smooth. And it's just because, I had the Bernardo and I had you. And it just went so fast. And it was so smooth. Literally, I could switch off.
You did TACFIT by yourself during the pandemic, right? In your garage, in your house. Why TACFIT group? Why TACFIT in a group? Why TACFIT in a gym?
It's because it always there are some. It gives you a little bit of motivation, It's because the Zoom helped us a lot. Okay, we were home, but we still did it together, right? It wasn't like, okay, I'm gonna do my protocol and I'm gonna work out by myself. It's a little bit sad. It's always nice to be among people. Some people like it, some people not, but it's nice. It's nice to work out with people.
How does it help you? Why does it push you? Why does it?
It's just the people around you. It gives you that that you want to do it.
Do you believe that's the way?
Yeah. You're not alone, right? You want to belong.
What about the TACFIT online certifications compared to the in-person certifications?
So I must say, like Nestor did, so that was the first certification online that we did, level 1.
Right.
I must say he did an amazing job, right? Yeah. And I had the privilege to do the qual test with you guys here in the gym. So again, it was different, It was like,
for you,
yeah. So all that, when we had the little the workshops, there was a lot of people. I think there was over 100 people in that cert, right?
112 people.
Yeah, so you met a lot of people
all over the world.
Yeah, all over the world.
Asia, Europe, South America.
But being in person here from the beginning, even if it's only 2 days, right? It's just mind blowing.
Why?
It's the people, it's the vibe, and we had
it's
the master.
It's the truth, though, right? Yeah, it's energy.
Exactly, and then all the master coaches, they brought everything. It was, that's why I'm telling you, I was high all week. it gives you that pump.
Yeah, awesome.
Look at my face again. All week like this. And then on Tuesday when they left, my boss like, and like I was teaching class, and I was like, no. I had to like reprogram myself.
Yeah. Well, congratulations again.
Thank you.
And we're all so proud of you.
No, thank you so
much. Really, really amazing.
It's a beautiful place to be at, you know. It gives me, you know, whatever it's, whatever I need.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Kevin.
How can people find you, Monika?
They can find me here in Legacy, in Burbank.
TACFIT LA.
TACFIT LA, yes. Or I have an Instagram too. I don't even know my name on Instagram.
Something with
Cingel.
Monika with a K.
Yeah, Monika with a K. Cingel Monika, I think it is. And I'm on Facebook too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm not gonna give out my phone number.
For a lower role, he gave out his telephone number, you know.
Or maybe I should give out the fake one. Maybe I give out Robert's.
No, definitely not. All right. Thank you.
Thank you again.
Thank you.